The safety of our children on the roads is hugely important to us. In 2014, the number of children under 15 who died on Irish roads was 14. 7 of those were passengers and 7 were pedestrians, compared to a figure in 2013 of just 5. We have visited 2 schools, Our Lady Queen of Peace in Limerick and Scoil Clochar Mhuire in Carrigtwohill, both of whom have introduced road safety initiatives for their children coming and going from school.
Our Parents Association are very active. I attend their meetings on Mondays. And one of the themes that constantly came up was the difficulty of the parking at the front gates and how dangerous it was to their children. So then we were doing the 4th green flag for transport. And during that, the various groups around the school all came together and they said, well, what can we do that's of a practical nature?
The staff and parents were very concerned about parking at the school gate, so we wanted to encourage children to walk to school and to carpool, etc. So we just came up with the idea then of making child-size figures and maybe with slogans to encourage parents not to park at the school. So from there then we made the children, and we have found a marked improvement with parking, and children are giving the message to the parents and saying, oh yeah, that means we don't park on double yellow lines. And I think a message from a child to a parent is very, very strong.
I love it because we're tall, we can see over cars. When you've got small children coming out, they can't see over car, so they don't know what's going to come around the corner. I think children need to be aware and they can actually educate their parents.
And you, what do you think of the project?
I think it's really important because the cars are parking on double yellow lines and someone can get hit or knocked down, and it's especially important for our children.
When you come in the morning, you see the little kids, you just know not to park near our school and not to drive in near the gate anymore, and the kids know that they're safe walking into school every morning.
The street is narrow enough outside and we're right beside the community centre, so the cars are going in and out. We were afraid something was going to happen, so we got together with the Lollipop Lady, the parents and the teachers ourselves. We kind of said, is there any way that we can set up some sort of a system where we have that many children going out in our entrance safely. So we have set up a system whereby the children go out in 2 lines. One is the crossing line and one is the walking line. We leave the crossers across first of all, and we leave the walkers follow on after that. So we're holding the traffic for about maybe 5 minutes in total. They know the schedule now, so it just flows in.
Well, my job was hard before they put Operation Safe Home in place, because it was so many kids coming out of the school. They had no system, and between parents trying to grab kids and kids trying to push their way out, it was starting to get fairly hectic.
And do you think that other schools could mirror this project?
Oh, definitely. Very, very easily. Once you have the cooperation of the school and the teachers, it can definitely be operating any school.
I've friends in other schools and they're quite, maybe double the size of this, and they say, oh, we're too big, we're too small, we're this, that and the other. I think at some level, every school should have this initiative.
I think it's really good, and every school should really do it.
Every school should be doing this as a matter of urgency, because there is the practical thing of leaving the school, but again, as what I said, is that educating people as well about road safety, that's a big aspect of it, and I think this school is an example to every school in the country.